Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, brought to you today by Mineral Explorer Heavy Rare Earths, ASX code HRE. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now by a Director of Heavy Rare Earths, Richard Brescianini. Hi, Richard.
Pleased to be here, Matt.
Okay, so Heavy Rare Earths just lit up South Australia's historic Radium Hill uranium mine site with some serious rock chip assays showing likely ore-grade uranium, but also scandium and rare earths. The company's airborne surveys and historic drill data have helped build a 3D model that could reshape Australia's critical minerals landscape in time, and with a drill campaign set for the back half of 2025, the company is gearing up to tap what looks like it could be a new style of polymetallic mineralisation. Okay, Richard, so you've just tabled some serious rock chip numbers at this project. We'll get to those, but firstly and quickly, what's the history of your Radium Hill project and where is it?
Yeah, the history is quite interesting. It sits in the eastern part of South Australia, and it was a mine during the 1950s. It closed in 1961. There's been no exploration at the site or along strike from the mine on the line of load since 1961, so we're the first company to go in there and explore it using modern techniques.
Okay, so what were the best rock chip numbers from this latest field campaign?
Up to 9,000 odd ppm U3O8, more than 900 parts per million scandium, and nearly 19,000 parts per million in rare earths. And that last one's 1.9%, and the first one, uranium, is 0.9% U3O8. So they're quite spectacular numbers.
Now, are they the best rock chip numbers to date at this project?
No, in 2024 we took a few more rock chips, and there we reported 16,000 parts per million U3O8, more than 1,000 parts per million scandium, and 3.6% total rare earths. Again, spectacular numbers.
How many rock chips did you collect in the latest campaign, and what sort of average grades were you seeing across them?
Yeah, we collected 18 samples in the latest campaign. The average grades that we got across those were about 4,000 parts per million U3O8, that's 0.4%, 560 parts per million scandium, and 12,000 parts per million total rare earth, 1.2%. So again, even the average grades of the mineralised material we were sampling, and bear in mind we can't sample everywhere, only where it's been sticking up out of the ground or in drill core, again, are quite spectacular results.
How do your scandium grades compare to other projects around the place?
They compare quite well. The average that we've got is around 560 parts per million, and the sorts of numbers that we see from the scandium resources around the country range from about 150 parts per million to about 680. So we're well within that range, towards the upper part of that range, and we might be dealing with an opportunity at Radium Hill where we find scandium-rich ore lenses.
Richard Brescianini from Heavy Rare Earths, thanks for joining me on Bulls and Bears, and remember, we're only here to give you information, not advice, which you should of course seek independently. I'm Matt Birney and this is Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page on the 6PR, 2GB and 3AW websites and click the Public Companies tab.